Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and we got Dr. Brandon Nielsen here. We are going to talk about our favorite adaptogenic herbs and what they are and what they do. Now, this is something you might be familiar with, but we want to add some extra layer of education about how important they are. I've personally been taking uh, Fathia, which is suma root, for a long time. It's one of my favorite adaptogenic herbs because it helps to bring your body into homeostasis. In our modern stressful world, we all need that. So
Absolutely.
maybe you can explain the science behind what adaptogenic herbs do for your
Okay.
body.
First of all, I'll just say this: adaptogenic, adapt. So basically, you're using the herb for is to be able to adapt to stress. All right. The other thing that to help you understand this is right on top of your kidneys, renal, right? The renal organ or the kidney are what we call adrenals. Okay, adrenals. Okay, and inside adrenals they produce a couple of hormones called some of the ones that you would be familiar with to be adrenaline, right? Adrenaline, and then the other key factor would be cortisol. So we'll talk about those in a moment, but what the adaptogenic herbs do is help you adapt to stress. They also help your adrenal glands work more efficiently so that you can adapt to stress. And then they also help to, if your adrenals are exhausted, they actually kind of help, in a sense, I'm going to use this term loosely, but kind of resurrect your adrenal glands so that they can actually start functioning again on their own. The hope is then eventually you don't even have to use the adaptogen. However, they give great support and they really help. They give you a natural ability to be able to heal the adrenal glands so that you eventually don't have to be using the exterior or external stimulants like coffee, caffeine, those type of things.
Yeah, and the thing is, because our modern world is so full of so much stress, I
Mm-hmm.
think this is where adaptogenic herbs are especially important in just our modern living. And they also help your immune system.
Yes.
They have anti-cancer benefits. They have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties.
Mm-hmm.
But adaptogenic herbs are something that is one of my favorite things to talk about because I think there's a big confusion around them, and they they're thrown in a bunch of different products without the real explanation on what an adaptogenic herb is. So let's just list some of our favorites.
Okay.
So I know you were talking earlier
I
about,
usually go on ABC, but
right,
I'll start.
let's
You
do
want me to
that.
go? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I go triple A. So the first thing, and the reason I'll just kind of sound on what Jane said is one of the reasons why they're used in so many products is because they're so beneficial for so many
Yes,
components
yes.
of life. Um, like with endocrine system, respiratory system, hepatic function detoxification, with immune. You guys, phenomenal for immune system. Okay, so start with the triple A's. Asian ginseng. Asian ginseng is often called Panax ginseng. In Greek, that means all healing. Panax or Panax, but it's actually Panax.
Kind of like panacea.
So
Hmm.
all healing. Then the next one you go to would be like ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is phenomenal for a kind of a calming type herb. It helps very much with the adrenal glands. And then astragalus. Astragalus I love for, especially for an immune booster. Those are the triple A's. Then we can go to the next. What are some like
Yeah, so like
one?
I love holy basil. I love rhodiola.
Yep, rhodiola rosea,
Maca is amazing. And then we got the mushrooms. We got cordyceps. We got
cordyceps,
reishi.
reishi. Hmm
These are all a beautiful adaptogenic. Schisandra berry
Schisandra would
is a
be
great
S.
one,
erythro, which would be like a Siberian ginseng.
but
It's
it's not technically a ginseng.
right, but it's
But
actually cheaper than Asian ginseng. Ginseng is very expensive. Most time when people talk about ginseng, that's Asian ginseng.
yeah.
Like, but the Siberian ginseng is generally cheaper, and you're gonna find it. It's called eleuthero, is how I pronounce it.
Hmm,
E L
hmm,
E U
hmm,
T H R O, eleuthero, and that's awesome. Let me think if there's anything else. Chaga could be
hmm.
considered.
Well, and the
Um,
nice thing is when you learn about them, and it's not necessarily male or female specific. I
mhm.
really think that they're interchangeable. And like you were saying earlier, when we were talking before this, maca is well known and has been used for centuries for men's health.
Generally male,
Yeah, but
but now it's
now it's moving mostly for females and
a
mostly for
lot.
females for menopause as our
Yes.
hormones start to kind of go crazy. This is where maca, when I first started
Phenomenal.
studying it, is phenomenal. So this is not, these herbs are not gender specific. And what I would really suggest is that, okay, we just talked about 10 different adaptogenic herbs.
Yeah.
Pick one and pick the form that you like.
Hmm.
So if you like tincture, if it's easy for you to take and you don't mind the taste of a tincture, or maybe the
Capsules.
and capsules, you could do a tea.
You can
Maca
do a
tea
tea.
is good.
Yep.
Rhodiola tea is good. There's a holy basil is a great tea,
Hmm.
actually. So find something that you're going to actually take and then pay attention to your sourcing because you don't want to. I would not buy any of your adaptogenic herbs or even any herbs, period, in a big box store. And I'm not going to say which big box, but there are
Yeah.
several. This is not the best place or sourcing to get high quality herbs because
And
it
so
makes a
when we be
difference.
careful, when you want to be careful as well, and I'll use their name, Amazon. There's a lot of people that sell stuff on Amazon, and you want to be careful buying herbs on Amazon because you don't know, and sometimes you can buy them in bulk, but you don't know if they've gone through spectroscopy to actually make sure you know what you're getting is actually what you're getting. So you want just kind of a little heads up. You really get what you pay for, and you want to make sure that you source it appropriately.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful. Um, Thanks for helping me talk about adaptogens. And if you guys have any questions, let me know, and we'll talk to you soon. Where's my thing? Okay, one more time. See you guys.